Fairy Tail Chapter 500. Hiro Mashima is a troll. So, I like Fairy Tail. I'm into it. I like it, but I was just gonna do a review at the end of the show, at the end of the series. Not do any chapter reviews because it's almost over. Everyone knows it, but I was on my way home from work and I saw that a lot of reviewers and a lot of fans of the series were really livid about this chapter. So I watched a couple of reviews, so I kind of already knew what happened. So I got home and decided to read it, and if it riled me up enough, I was gonna do a video of it, whether good or bad. And so here I am. I want to talk about it. So quick disclaimer though, I'm not like one of those people that super emotionally invests in a series such as this. Like I can, read something and be like, yeah, that's kind of really emotional, but I'm pretty sure I'm dead inside. So I don't like really feel it. And though I'm a writer, and I struggle with that, whatever, we'll get into that later. But yeah, so, I didn't like get the emotional feeling that, when Juvie almost died last week, but, I kind of, in a way, felt for Gray. Gray is one of my favorites. But I'm just going to talk about real quick, like what I liked about this chapter, just cause it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. Number one, I do like the Demaria and Brandish setup. You just can tell by the nicknames that they have for each other that these two are close. And so they're going to end up having it out because Brandish is kind of, I gotta say, being a good person. You spared my life, I'll spare yours, but the next time we meet, I'm gonna kill you. And Demaria doesn't like that. That's too bad. But two girls are gonna go at it, so it should be a good setup. It should be a good fight. Gray beating the crap out of Invel. So that was just fun. That was just fun to watch. It's like, when you kill my bae, I'm gonna kill you, and it was just a fun beat down to watch. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it. By the way, this kind of beatdown and the emotional response kind of confirms the ship between the two of, like the Groovia ship. Don't know how I feel about it. I didn't actually like that pairing, just because, like when a girl's possessive and whatnot, it drives me insane, and it's just like, no, stay away. But, it is what it is. It's his story. He can do whatever he wants. I wasn't really happy about Naruto and Hinata, or Sasuke and Sakura either, but I've come to accept it, so I'll probably come to accept this as well. 30 children for the win, full Buster Clan restored. I like the reveal of end to Gray, END, Natsu's identity, because now he puts him in a tough position, because he's like, ever since he found out about his dad, his main goal in life has been to destroy END, and it's like, oh, by the way, it's your best friend. What you gonna do? So now that Gray knows, Fairy Tail's gonna know eventually, and that's just gonna be fine. And on that note, same thing with kind of the Lady Urza thing when Nineheart shows up and references her as Lady Urza. They're gonna kind of start to put two and two together, and then when they see Eileen, it's just like, hey, you look just like Urza, To this day, we still don't know if it's her mother, sister, cousin, whatever, alternate dimension that's not Edolas. Yeah, throw that back, but it's just like, okay, what are we gonna do from here? So all the pieces are starting to come together as to who's who and who's what, and we're gonna enjoy seeing that moving forward. So stuff that really sucked, that I didn't like about this chapter. Natsu versus Nineheart. That kind of really pissed me off, especially in the beginning when Brandish was kind of going on in a little soliloquy about like how Alvarez is going to come together, by our sheer forces and the talent of the Spriggan 12. It's like, dude, Natsu took out one of your guys powered up by Eileen in one punch. Like, at this point, you guys should be called the Spriggan 11. But with the beating that Invel took at the beginning of the chapter, I was gonna say Spriggan 10, but he actually like pulled his weight in earlier chapters, with Mavis, and then last week with getting Julia and Gray to basically seppuku themselves. So Spriggan 11. Like, Nineheart hasn't done jack. Like, yeah, he kind of got the lead up on Urza, Jalal, and what's her face? I'll remember later. But it's like, okay, like he didn't really do much other than that. He basically was like, fight some zombies, and then when you beat him, he becomes useless, and then he gets powered up and gets one punch man by Natsu. So yeah, that kind of pissed me off. Number two thing, the thing that everyone's pissed off about, Juvia getting healed. So Hiro, I figured it out, guys. Hiro Mashima has a formula, and it's to confirm all the ships, right? So let's look at what happened with Gajil and Levi. He's about to die, right? So he goes on about like how much he wants to spend the rest of his life with her and how in love he is with her, and yeah, so he, you know, dies, and then he comes back and he's like, oh shoot, I said all that. Well, guess what happened? Juvia is dead. Gray, basically, I love you, honey. You can have 30 of my babies. And then, like, you know, he gets mad and it's like, oh, she's back. Like, hooray. You know, like, I'm not going to be surprised at this point when, let's say, like, what's going to happen is, I'm trying to call this right now. Natsu is going to go fight, what's his face? Zareth. There you go. I can't remember the main villain's name. Awesome. So Natsu fights Zareth. Lucy's gonna be there. Boom. She gets shot through the heart. Right? And then he's gonna decapitate her head off. And then, like, he's gonna just disintegrate her to pieces. And then some miracle BS is gonna happen where none of that ever happened. And Natsu remembers and realizes how he feels towards her. Right? Because at this point, no one dies in Fairy Tail, right? No one dies. Like I said, Lucy's gonna get shot through the chest, get her head cut off, and she's still gonna survive. So yeah. But going back to Juvia, what's Gray gonna do at this point, really? If we think about it. Like, what's Gray gonna do? He's pissed off, he found out his best friend is END, right? He's really angry. He's got like this demon power-up thing, by the way, and he's like ready to kill a bunch of people, and it's just like, oh, girlfriend's back. I'm cool, everything's good. Natsu, like, screw you, but I'm not gonna, you know, everything's good, everything's fine. Like, you killed my parents supposedly, but I'm gonna forgive that because you're my best friend. Like, I don't know. Like, what, like, he's like really heated at this point, right? And then you get the mind break, I hate using that for the mind fuck, like, that just happened to him with his best friend being END. So he's still kind of heated, and it's like, oh, Juvia is alive, and then he's gonna cool off. Pun intended. So Hiro Mashima's a troll, right? Like, look what he did with, like, pretending to kill off people, right? Gajil, Juvia, a lot of people earlier in the show, everybody knows that no one dies in Fairy Tail. Minerva, I think, like, when she almost dies. Everyone else, when the logical thing for Alvarez to do is to kill them, they let them live and just hang them up crucified. And then, oh, by the way, they're fine now. They're fighting. Like, no. Any normal writer would have killed them off. Right? So, but no. You know, no one dies in Fairy Tail. Here's another thing. Igneel. How long was Igneel hyped up? Like, the entire freaking series. And then it's like, oh, by the way, he's been sealed inside you like the QB, and now he's out. Oh, he's dead. Like, come on, guys. Like, they hyped him up for so long, and then, yeah, he's like, no, he's been inside of you the whole time. He lives in you. Shout out Mufasa, Lion King 2. But yeah, it's just like, nope, he's gone now. Congratulations, here's a power-up. Like, I don't know, maybe I wanted a cool dragon fight, a dragon-on-dragon fight that lasted more than, 2 panels. Yeah, I don't know. So Hiro Mashima is a troll. Now, as a writer, love it, because I like to troll, like, whenever I write. I have a couple of friends that read my stuff, just because I want to complete, like, a giant chunk of the series first before I let people read them. But I have a couple of friends that read them for fun, right? And it's just like, oh yeah, I'm going to tease this ship. Just kidding. He's going to date her. Because, high school in a nutshell. But it's like, when you have a fan base as big as this, right? And you continually try to push the line. And it's just like, I'm going to kill someone off this time. I'm going to confirm this ship this time. Doesn't do it. And it's just like, come on, man. Like, it's like leading a girl on. which is an analogy I'm good at because yeah. It's just like, oh yeah, I love you. I'm gonna, like I'm emotionally invested in you, and then she's like, oh, I love you too. Psych, get out. It's just like this. It's the same thing he's doing. Like, I'm gonna finally kill someone off, guys. Something majorly emotional is gonna happen. Nope, just kidding. They're back, and it's just like, bro, like, at least kill someone off or do something. Like, grow a pair and just do something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at least, because the fandom at this point believes that Gray's not gonna, do anything to Natsu. Like, at least throw us a curveball where, like, Gray, like, shanks him or something. I don't know. Like, throw us a bone here. Now, at this point, like, a lot of people are just like, yep, Lucy got shot in the chest, got her head cut off. Oh, no, she's $20 says she's gonna survive. Like, like, the most risque thing that Hiro Mashima has done to this point. Aquarius. Break the key, spawn somewhere in the world, set up a future adventure, find her, whatever, right? And then like she comes back for like an episode later, like whatever. So okay, but it's like, just that was like the ballsiest thing that he did was get rid of Aquarius, and then she comes back later, and then it's like, I don't even know how to put this. It's like, and Aquarius isn't even like one of her main summons. Like it's always, like Leo or like Scorpio for some reason. Like we haven't seen Pervy Cow in a while, Taurus. Like Aquarius, like we rarely see her. And it's like, oh, she's gone. Okay, like that's unfortunate. You made an unfortunate scene, but like honestly, when are we ever gonna see her again anyways, right? At least like kill off one of the mains, right? Like I hate saying this. Kill off Wendy, because that would just piss off everyone. Like, if you really wanted to piss people off, kill off Wendy. Why? Because then it's like, Wendy ex machina. Like, for real. Like, what happened with Sharia, right? They did it to save Wendy. Wendy healed Juvia. Wendy, like, whenever someone's on the verge of death, Wendy always comes through, right? Like, Wendy Dragon Force with all the face. She came in. Right? Like, kill her off at least or something. Like, I have nothing against Wendy, but if you really wanted to piss people off and troll people like you obviously do, get rid of Wendy. Because then it's like when someone else gets injured, Wendy's not there, And Sharia doesn't have any magic anymore. So, I mean, come on. I don't know. At this point, I'm just rambling. Like, if you've made it this far, like, congratulations. Like, you should win an award or something. But it's like, yeah, dude. Like, this chapter on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 5 because I'm a very generous person. Like, I'm secretly a nice person. I like the fights. I liked the setups and the future stuff. But it's just the whole, Hiro Mashima is officially a troll, and, the whole Juvia thing. Like, I don't even have a problem with, like, Natsu versus Nineheart, because that's just kind of expected. But I mean, yeah, come on. Speaking of the Spriggan 12, should be Spriggan 10 because God Serena didn't do anything. So yeah, there you go, Spriggan 10. Anyways, that being said, if you liked my review/rant, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscription. I may or may not do another Fairy Tail review until the manga officially ends. But I mean, do it anyways, just because at some point I will start reviewing other manga and whatnot. Like, I want to do Boruto as soon as they're basically done with doing the movie in manga form. But that's another video another day. So, yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, and leave comments down below what you thought. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Like rational people and not politicians. Yeah, I had to plug that in there. So, yeah, anyways, I'm repeating myself. Have an awesome day. Keep doing what you're doing. Have the best year ever. Like, finish the rest of the year strong with whatever it is, school, like your job, whatever, any aspirations you have. Finish the year strong. Wish you guys the best. Love you guys. All I have left to say is that my favorite ship in all of Fairy Tail is